Welcome to this episode of Women's Self-Care Series. We all know that when we dress up, we become this other persona where we become a better version of ourselves. This doesn't stop us when we become a mother, better yet, stay-at-home mom. This sassy mommy from California has been inspiring lots of women in finding stylish, comfortable, and affordable wardrobe. In her Instagram, Erin the Style, she surely tells a lot. Let's learn more on how we can make everyday looks more delightful and help brighten our day as well. With this gorgeous lady, Erin. Hi, Erin.
Hello. Thank you for
Hi.
having me.
Okay, so good morning and good afternoon. I hope you're having a good day today.
Definitely. You too.
Okay, so I think we should just dive into our questions. Can you tell us more about yourself and how you've started your page, Erin the Style?
Yes. Yeah. So I was a registered nurse. I used to work at the hospital. And when I had children, I became a full-time stay-at-home mom. And it was a big change for me. And going from identifying myself as a nurse to identifying myself as, I'm going to say, just a mom. That's a big change. And I know that's a big change for a lot of people. So I kind of started looking, and I met a friend who sold clothing online, and I thought that was kind of cool. And I love shopping, and I love style and outfits and things like that. So I kind of branched in that direction as well, where I was like, I could do this. And so I started thinking about, doing and selling clothing. And if you've ever heard of that company, LuLaRoe, I actually started with them, and that was pretty successul for a very long time. But as that kind of dwindled down, I had to kind of evolve and figure out where I was going to go with it. And at that time, I had a lot of followers already because of that. So I naturally was able to kind of just switch my focus, and it was awesome. I got to start sharing clothes that I really loved and that I really shop with. And I applied to be on LTK. At the time, it was called Like to Know It. And that is basically a company that helps people that share things, technically let's call it an influencer, share things. And they give you the ability to earn some commission sharing things that you normally love and wear anyways. And so kind of went from there. I share things about being a mom. I share my everyday life. I share things I like. I share things I wear. Here comes one of them. And just everything. I share skincare that I love. I share makeup that I love. Like, you name it. If it has caught my attention, I'm always happy to share it with my friends. And that's really what I feel Instagram has become for me. Just really an extension of talking to other moms, talking to other friends.
Oh, yeah.
What did you mean? Can you say hi?
Hi.
Yeah, so that's really how it started. Let's just sit and listen, okay? We're just talking. So that's really how it started for me. And it's something I really enjoy doing. So it's easy.
Shows that you really enjoy it. Yeah. And based on your Instagram account, I think you handled it very well. I mean, as you can see, your kid being there and just, doing things that you have fun.
Yeah.
What can you ask for more?
You got to roll with it.
Yes.
Yeah, my kids are a big part of it.
Okay, going to our second question. Do you follow fashion trends? And since you've mentioned that you really love fashion and do you follow fashion trends, and are you in it, or you're like you should have your own style?
This is a good question because I think it's definitely both. Like there are certain things that are on trend. Like right now, military boots with a chunky tread sole. Those are very, very on trend.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably a trend that'll be here for 2-3 years and then it'll fade into something else. I don't, there's so many things that are here for a little bit and then they go. And I think you got to kind of pick and choose what you love on those trends that are fleeting, because you don't want to drop a ton of money on a bunch of boots that are gone in 2 years.
Yeah.
Or I'm a big believer too, you have to like what you're wearing to feel comfortable in it. And certain trends, bike shorts, if you are uncomfortable wearing them, you're going to feel silly wearing them. So I 100% feel you've got to love what you're wearing. So it's all about the individual, and it's all about whether or not you like that trend to feel comfortable in it. Because to pull it off, you got to like it. So you got to feel comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not, I mean, aside from wasting money, if you just, just follow whatever. And as a mom, you cannot just follow trends if the trend now is like some mini skirt or anything. Let's just say doing your thing as a mom, it won't be easy to handle at I'm not sure how old your child is again, but
Yeah.
like, you need to stoop down all the time and if you're doing housework and all, so it won't be
Exactly.
that great as for you to wear it. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's really a lot of cheap clothing out there nowadays. What's your belief between quantity versus quality?
It depends. There are certain items that I think spending money on, or spending more money on, is worthwhile. And certain things to me, like a good winter jacket, you can sometimes just tell by how warm it keeps you. Is it a quality jacket or is it junk? Exactly. And I think it's worth spending some money on to have a nice warm jacket. And I think the same kind of with certain shoes. A nice quality pair of high heels, I think, is something that is worth spending money on, because there is nothing worse than having on a pair of shoes that you are stuck in for a full night and being miserable.
Yes. Yeah.
However, a basic t-shirt, no, you can absolutely spend $5 at Target and find a great basic t-shirt. Graphic tees are huge right now. You don't need to spend 70. I mean, unless you want to. Of course, we've got to go into that. If you want to, anything is worth it. But if not all of us can afford to spend a ton on clothing or a ton on trendy styles or whatever it may be. So you have to kind of pick and choose what is worth spending the money on versus what is worth finding a more affordable option. And I don't know, what brands and clothing stores you guys have in Singapore, but here in the States, like Target has such amazing things at great prices, as do a lot of clothing brands, and they always are running on sales. And if you pay attention to those kind of things, there's a lot of ways to save a lot of money when you are shopping for clothing and for certain styles.
Thank you for sharing that. In case we suddenly drop by US anytime soon, we'll surely drop by Target and see those.
You got to be careful though. That's a store you can accidentally still spend a ton of money.
We'll see with that. Okay, you've been sharing on Instagram, your Instagram, Erin, this style, all this clothing. Do you really every day wear them? I mean, that kind of style? Or do you also have those grumpy days wherein you're like, do I really need to dress up like that?
Everybody has a grumpy day here or there. But I can say, 90% of the time, maybe even a little bit more, I try and wear things that I would be happy having someone like knock on the door and having to answer it. And keep in mind, for me, a lot of these things are not like over the top, crazy what you're wearing, like leggings, leggings and a basic t-shirt, a cute sweatshirt, things like that. You
Yeah.
can make anything cute. So, you can put up a nice little top knot, and I think just depending on how you feel about it, you can rock any style. So, but definitely, I think most days I try to be some form of put together. I wear makeup. I try to go with a more natural looking makeup, but I put makeup on, I think, every day. And that's just because it makes me feel good. I feel much more motivated and accomplished and like I'm ready to tackle the day than when I stay in pajamas all day. And so for me, a lot of that is, it's not necessarily what someone else would see. It's what makes me feel good. And it helps me to get ready and to do things and to run errands. And even if I'm alone all day, if I have on my face, I just feel better. I just feel better. It's a mood enhancer for me.
Yes, I think you've kind of answered my next question because as you've said, I think it's just like a form of self-care for you because try to fill up your cup first, and if you feel good from you're doing this styling and makeup, putting on your makeup, not first for others, it is for you to feel good about yourself. Yeah, which is very nice. And I think what most mothers miss about doing, because some others would just, they will think that they're just at home. It's just the kids who will see them. There's a very slim chance that someone will knock in their door. But still, I mean,
Yeah.
it what brightens up the mood if you are, just even put up a pearl earring and you look pretty already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. But
And
then,
especially like, I think, for me, my kids love to be outside. If they're
mhm.
grumpy and you want to make them feel better, you take them outside. I am personally 10 times more likely to take them on a bike ride
Mhm.
if I have my makeup on. That's just the truth.
Okay, but what's your advice for those women who think that, dressing up is, I mean, not a necessary thing and just an additional thing to do? Because as you know, mothers, we have this long list of, chores and all this, and but then you'll tell me that I still need to dress up and all. How would
Yeah.
you convince a mom to change that kind of mindset?
I don't necessarily consider everything that I share dressing up.
Mhm.
I think um I think athleisure styles like leggings and even sweatpants and joggers and certain things are so on trend right now.
Mhm.
And you can make those so cute and you literally feel like you're wearing pajamas. And so I don't necessarily think like getting dressed up every day is, how am I putting this? What I'm saying, you got to do this. I
Mhm.
think it's more of for me
Mhm.
getting out of my pajamas,
Mhm.
um putting on a little makeup just so I feel more like myself. Those things for me are just the way I start my day and the way I feel better. And
Mhm.
after I had my first baby, I remember there was kind of that period of time, as I said, I was adjusting from, being a working person to
Mhm.
staying at home. And I remember I didn't see the point really in getting dressed up, and I didn't see the point in like, I don't even need to take off my pajamas today. I'm not going anywhere. But
Yeah.
that changed my motivation level in life. That changed the way I felt about really everything because I wasn't taking care of myself.
Mhm.
And so I think it depends on if that's important to you. I know so many people that it's not important to, and that's okay. It's
Mhm.
got to be what you find that makes you feel good. And that may be cooking a meal for your family every night. That
Mhm.
may be um, that may be gardening. That may be exercise. That may be getting up and getting ready for the day. All of that counts, and all whatever it is that makes you feel ready to start your day and makes you feel like yourself and makes you feel accomplished at the end of the day, that's what you got to do.
I'm so grateful that you shared your story also because it's from those personal stories that where women can somehow see themselves and get inspired to the better version of themselves. So from you, I think most moms generally, since we are now like brought up in to a working society, so most of
Mhm.
us really started from being a working person first, then become a stay-at-home mom. That's the usual transition right now. And like you, I mean, I pretty much started being like that also. What's the point of dressing up?
Yeah.
But yeah, really, it's the motivation and how you tackle your day. It helps you to somehow feel yourself and be who you really are for you to be able to do the things that you need to do also.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm based in Singapore and it's sunny all year round. Can you give a couple of comfy looks for women to look pretty but still, do all this housework that you need to deal with?
Absolutely. So I actually pulled a couple ideas here.
Oh,
And
that's
let me grab. So very first one, I'll stand up for you here,
thank
is
you so much.
a midi dress. These are dresses. It can be something as simple as cotton,
Mhm.
sleeveless, and they're longer in length. So they do come down more to like your shin level. These
Mhm.
are really comfortable. They're very cute. And I think anything that is one piece is something you can throw on and you don't have to think about for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
A dress is a great way to feel good. And when they're long like this, you
Uh-huh.
can you can run around, play with the kids. They're great.
Yeah.
And the next idea, any kind of jean short with right now, what is so in trend is oversized shirts.
Mhm.
Mine's inside out. Let me fix that. A You can do a big oversized shirt
Mhm.
with some denim shorts,
Mhm.
front tuck or tie a knot, and then some very cute sneakers. Sneaker trends are huge right now. They make anything look cute, and you can wear them with anything: leggings, shorts, jeans, dresses. Sneakers are good. The next option is a cute slide. Slides are really popular as well. They have them in cute leather, like knots. They have them in sparkles, all
Mhm.
sorts of things. You throw that with your basic dress.
Mhm.
It's
Ta-da!
comfortable. It's cute. It's perfect for the heat. And you can still chase around kids.
Yes, thank you so much for preparing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can really see that. I mean, those things that you've pulled out, like that one piece dress. I mean, for us ladies, I think, I don't know, you feel more girly when you're in a dress than,
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the shorts. But then if you're in a dress, you definitely feel like you're a woman, I may say. And having that length wherein you don't need to worry where that you're showing off too much skin, or you really cannot go down to your child and help her with do things, is
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, your
Yeah.
ideas are very, really good.
You.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, it's no secret that you also have flawless skin. Can you share with us your self-care routine?
Yes. So I'm huge on skincare. You
Mhm.
got one skin and it's the largest organ in your body. Sunscreen is number one. I put on sunscreen on my face, neck, arms, anywhere that's going to see the sun every day. And I do it even if I think I'm not going outside, because you never know. That's one thing. The other is I really do believe in good skincare.
Mhm.
I use a retinol. This is my favorite brand. It's called Ever. It's a clean skincare brand that I love and have seen the best results with. I believe you should invest in a great serum as well as a retinol oil at night.
Mhm.
There's certain things when we were talking about splurge and versus saving.
Yes.
I tend to splurge on the serums and the retinols, and
Mhm.
I save on things like face washes. I save on things like makeup removers. Those I find a good drugstore brand that I like, and I usually stick with that.
Mhm.
As far as my makeup,
Mhm.
I am a huge fan of this Saint Makeup brand that I use. It is a custom palette where everything is right here in one spot. It
Mhm.
is really, really fast to put
Mhm.
on your makeup, and it gives a really nice result where you've got some dimension and shape. It's not all one color. So I really, really like to use that. It's a very fast makeup application, like
Mhm.
5 minutes. So that's huge for me. When I talk about getting ready,
Mhm.
one thing you should know, my hair is usually styled because I don't wash it every day. So I wash my hair like once every 3, 4 days.
Uh-huh.
So this is like how I woke up. I'm lucky it doesn't require any more curling than that one time. And then I do 5 minute makeup. So
Mhm.
this portion takes 5 minutes. So that's pretty nice. And but I do think if I was to give one tip, it's always use sunscreen. Especially you guys live in a place that it's sunny year round. So
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for those tips. I think could you give us the brand of that palette wherein it's
yes,
I love that it's like, so compact, and it's like a mom thing wherein you'll have all of those things that you need in one. I mean, I think it's not too big. I mean, you're holding it and it's just one hand.
mine. So
Yeah,
it's so when I travel,
yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
just have this, a
Yeah.
mascara, and a
Uh-huh.
lip gloss,
And that's it.
and my brushes, and that's it. It's like this is everything that's on my face right here. So it is so nice. And this I share on my Instagram page.
Mhm.
So if anyone does have Instagram and they happen to have a PO address or something that we could ship to, that's an easy fix. I can help color match everyone and help them with their own palette.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay,
Yeah.
on to our last question. Hi
Okay.
again. Okay, social media world is so full right now, and yet you still get to be successful with this 10.2K followers. What's your advice for others who would want to grab their own space in the social media world but don't know where to start?
Um, my bits of advice, I think first you have to find your niche, and your niche is kind of like, what is your purpose? What are you there for? Why is someone following you? When they find your page, what are they going to be seeing?
Mhm.
Um, I think that's a helpful place to start, because you don't, I mean, of course, we all want to share everything, but
Yes.
on your Instagram feed page, I think it's nice for people to be able to see it and say, oh, she shares clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she shares food. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
she shares. And so it's kind of nice to kind of narrow down your topic point for a
Mm-hmm.
while. That would be the first thing. The second, is consistency. You have to be willing to put in a little bit of time and to really post. Don't get so scared in what it looks like. Just post it. you've got to post. And then third would be yourself.
Mm,
I think we all have expectations of what we want to portray out there.
yes.
But I think if you're not yourself, people are going to not believe it.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't know. If you're a
somehow.
goofball, be a goofball. People are going to love you for it. If you're serious, be serious, because there's going to be people that relate to that.
Mhm.
So you got to be yourself.
Thank you so much.
That's what I would say.
I think a lot of our viewers would love that advice because I mean we know that social media is the thing right now and everyone wants a piece of it. And
Yeah.
so I mean but then finding your real space and finding the audience is a
Mhm.
hard thing to do.
It
I'm
is.
sorry, can I still add another question?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As a mom, because I mean, I know you are busy, but then how could you find time to, have this time to think? Of course, when you post, you still need to think about what you need to post, and there's still this, stages of thinking. So how do you find time in
Yes.
doing that? Because it's still like work for you. I mean, additional thing for you, right? So
Yeah.
can you share
Yeah.
with us
And
how you do it?
so I tend to kind of like batch create.
Mm,
And so when I am ready for the day, or, a little put together, I
mm,
might change my outfit. I should say, and I have like 20 minutes. I might change my outfit a couple times and snap a few photos right then and there.
mm,
And that's because, you don't know when you're going to get that opportunity again. And then I
mm,
have them on my phone. I can post one today. I can post one tomorrow. I can post one the next day. I've got
mm,
3 days covered. Um, I I do film a lot of like my day. So as my day is happening,
mhm.
I tend to share it, and that creates content as well. I don't know totally what my kids are going to do that's funny till they do it.
Yeah.
Till the opportunity presents itself. I'm like, ooh, hang on.
Yeah.
So I roll with it as it happens.
Mhm.
Uh, what else? Reels. That is something that's really popular on Instagram right
Yes.
now. I've kind of I'm learning as I go. And
Mhm.
I've realized I can make really fast reels, just
Mhm.
kind of, I can batch a couple very easily with an outfit, or I can take my time and make like the fancier ones with the transitions and this and that.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of see what I have time for.
Mhm.
And and it just happens. Sometimes I have great weeks where I'm like, oh, I nailed it this week, that was a good week for Instagram. And then there are some weeks where I'm like, come on, trying to figure out how to post it, how to get
Mhm.
something
Mhm.
entertaining. And that's life. Some days are easy, some days it's a wash, but I try.
Well, you've really been nailing that try that you're doing because as yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Do you also have
Sorry.
other accounts wherein people can see you aside from Instagram? Because this would be posted in YouTube. So maybe you can share and promote anything that you have. Would you like?
No,
Uh,
I'm all on Instagram.
Instagram.
I need to branch out elsewhere, but no, I am mainly I am on Instagram. That's where you
Mhm.
find me.
No worries about that. I mean, because still you've been doing good in Instagram, and I think was if you would be doing other things, then I mean it would be just additional thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I always think about it. I always think about starting the blog,
think
starting the YouTube, and I just haven't done it yet. So who knows? Maybe you'll inspire me.
and that would be good. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you would be sharing to more audiences, and I mean, you'd be inspiring a lot of moms. I mean, I've happened to see you, and I love. I mean, even though we only have one season here, but then I can still relate to your. I mean, I love how you style you dress up and style yourself, and I can based on your stories. I mean, your story like yesterday, wherein your kid is helping you. I mean, film while you're showing up the earrings. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
she's knocking the
it's
camera all over.
yeah, it shows
Well, for
how
example, what she just did there, that I was like, ooh, I think she took off her pants, because I see her pants right over here. So I'm like, oh, let's block her.
oh my goodness. Okay, but then it just shows. I mean, how a mom is, and which is, I mean, pretty important because some
Yeah.
people think that, I mean, having being like a influencer is about being perfect and all, but then it's not. You're still a mom at the end of the day, and this bloopers happens many times in a day,
Oh
and you
yeah.
just need to be true to yourself and just show the world. I mean, show that life isn't perfect and you just need to roll with it.
My house is always messy till the kids go to bed. That's what I've put it together. We end the day, we start the day clean, and that's about it.
Well, that's what's important anyway. So, and if, I mean, if you're every day and every time with your kids all there, and you're all you think about is having your house clean, it won't be a happy home. So
Yeah.
if you have kids, you have to deal with the mess and deal with the happiness. Why think about having a clean house if you have kids having fun? That's it. That's what
Yep.
life is all about, and
Yep.
what's important, right?
Yeah. House is made to be lived in.
Yes, yes, exactly. Okay, so I think we should wrap up this show.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much for being here and having the time from your day. And
Yeah.
I hope you
Thank
had
you
fun.
for inviting.
I hope you had fun and sharing your stories.
Definitely. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.